How did you meet your first love? I met her in middle school. She wasn't the most attractive girl, but she was very funny. She and I became friends almost immediately and talked for a year or two. Then we had a fight, but after some time we made up, and it was with her that I had my first sex. She did too. After that, because of some circumstances, we stopped communicating for good and forgot about each other, and here after 10 years we met by chance. Went to a bar to have a nice conversation. After we had a drink, it turned out that we were both free and decided to repeat our sex. It was great, and we started seeing each other more and more often. Now we have been married for 5 years and have 2 beautiful children. English class. Friend of a friend. We were paired together for a group project in high school and ended up spending more time flirting than actually working. Young love really does conquer all. I met my first love in high school. We were both in the same English class and ended up being paired together for a group project. At first, we were just friends. But as we spent more time together, we realized there was a special connection between us. We started hanging out outside of school and eventually started dating. It was a sweet and innocent relationship that taught me a lot about love and heartbreak. My first love was a mix of luck and choice. Sometimes the best things come unexpectedly. We were best friends. She made a move on my one night, and I went with it. I met my first love in high school during a group project. We bonded over shared interests and gradually realized how much we enjoyed each other's company. In my school, she was my best friend's sister. Now she is married and have 2 kids. Back in the summer of 2016, while playing Pokemon Go, I strolled up to him and said, "Got any good catches?" A friend I met in college knew her from his youth group. Then we started talking through deviant art. First job in college at this old stage theater. I took some time off and they hired some new people while I was gone. On my triumphant return back to work, I open the front doors, and the first thing I see is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen descending down the fancy staircase. In my memory, it was in slow-mo. Met mine in high school when we got paired up as lab partners in chemistry. Turns out we had great chemistry both in and out of the classroom. We met in 8th grade homeroom, went to the SR prom together in 1988. Life took us down separate paths for a while. Long story short, we became a couple in 2005, married in 2006, and we're still happy. I wish I could forget her. For many Brits, I can imagine it was in the pub. We were in the same class in middle school, and we were both in the Scouts. We had a lot in common, but I didn't know how to talk to him. He was really shy and quiet. He was always really nice, and we were friends. One day I asked him out, and he said yes. I was so happy. It was a great day. He was so happy it was a great day. I think I love him. I think I'll always love him. Perhaps it was a lack of maturity, but I fell in love hard at 16, and I cannot fathom anything deeper than the fact that she granted me regular access to her lady bits. Real love didn't happen until I was in my 20s, and that was the see a girl, and only love her more as I knew more about her. We got married, had kids, all that. We're divorced now, but she was my first true love. I met Sandy at school. She lived a 45-second bike ride from my house. She was the middle child of 3 sisters, and I adored her. Available on Kindle Unlimited Nav 1. Met her in a group project. Ended up doing all the work, but also got the girl, so I guess it was worth it. When I landed in LA, I loved this place on Tinder. I know not the coolest story, but worked.